Hi, welcome to Recap Raccoon. In today's recap, we'll be looking at 2014's action and thriller film, John Wick. Watch out for the spoilers ahead. After losing his wife Helen to a terminal illness, John Wick receives a beagle puppy named Daisy that Helen had arranged to send him before she died to help him cope with his grief. Despite John's stoic demeanor, he bonds with the puppy and they spend the day driving around in his vintage 1969 Ford Mustang. At a gas station, he encounters a trio of Russian gangsters whose leader Yosef insists on buying the car. John refuses to sell and Yosef fails to intimidate John. That evening, the gangsters break into John's home, knocking him unconscious, kill Daisy and steal his car. Yosef takes the Mustang to a chop shop to have the VIN changed. Aurelio, the shop's owner, recognizing the car and knowing who it was stolen from, punches Yosef and ejects him from the facility. John visits Aurelio, who identifies Yosef as the son of Vigo, the head of Russian mafia in New York City. Aurelio relays Yosef's activity to Vigo, who attacks and berates Yosef before explaining to him that John Wick was formerly in Vigo's employ as an enforcer nicknamed Baba Yaga. When John wanted to retire and marry Helen, Vigo gave him an impossible task implied to involve multiple high-level assassinations in a short period of time. To Vigo's surprise, John succeeded and his efforts were key in establishing the Tarasev syndicate. After warning Yosef of his impending doom, Vigo tries to talk to John out of seeking revenge. But John refuses to talk. Vigo sends a team of hitmen to John's house, but John kills all of them and enlists the underworld cleaning service to dispose of the body and evidence. Unsurprised, Vigo places a $2 million bounty on John's head and personally offers a contract to John's mentor Marcus, who accepts. John seeks assistance from New York Continental Hotel, which caters exclusively to criminal underworld and permits no assassination on its premises. Vigo doubles the bounty for those willing to break this rule to kill John. Winston, the Continental's manager, informs John that Vigo has Yosef under guard at his Red Circle nightclub. John enters the Red Circle and kills a horde of Vigo's men to reach Yosef, who narrowly escapes after Vigo's lieutenant Kirill thwarts his attempt and incapacitates John. John retreats to Continental to have his injuries treated, but Mrs. Perkins, an assassin acquaintance, sneaks into John's room to kill him. Marcus alerts John with a warning shot, allowing him to subdue Perkins, who reveals the location of Vigo's front. He knocks her unconscious and leaves her with Harry, a fellow assassin, to await the punishment, but she later frees herself and kills Harry. John travels to a church in Little Russia, which serves as Vigo's front and destroys the cache of money and blackmail material. When Vigo and his henchmen arrive, John ambushes them but is subdued and captured. Ignoring John's demand to surrender Yosef, Vigo taunts John for thinking that he would be able to leave his old life behind. Before John can be killed, Marcus intervenes again, allowing John to free himself and strangle Kirill to death, and accost Vigo, who reveals Yosef's location. John then travels to Yosef's Brooklyn safe house and kills him and his bodyguards. Perkins learns that John and Marcus have been in contact and informs Vigo, who has Marcus beaten and tortured briefly before killing him in his home. Vigo calls John to report this, planning to have Perkins ambush him. While waiting for John, Perkins is summoned to a meeting with Winston, who has her executed for breaking the Continental's rules. Winston calls John to inform him that Vigo is planning to escape by helicopter. John races to New York Harbor, where he kills Vigo's remaining henchmen before battling Vigo on dock. Vigo brandishes a knife and John allows himself to get stabbed before disarming and wounding Vigo and leaving him to die. John breaks into animal clinic to treat his wounds and release a pit bull puppy scheduled to be euthanized. John and the dog walk home along the Broadway, where he had his final date with Helen. That's it for today's recap. If you guys enjoyed the video, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next recap. Till then, take care and peace.